In small towns across America, everyday errands can become quiet battlegrounds for people navigating social dynamics and systemic barriers that most never see. This is the story of one woman, Mona, who walked into her neighborhood store for groceries and walked out carrying the weight of something much, much bigger. It started with a simple request. Please call me by my name. Not sweetheart, not honey, not dear. For many, it's a small thing. For marginalized individuals, it's identity protection. A boundary that says, I exist, I matter, I deserve respect. But instead of respect, Mona was met with public hostility, loud accusations, dismissive tones, and eventually a verbal claim that she was trespassed, without paperwork, without due process, without explanation. Inside many workplaces, there are written and unwritten rules: who gets believed, who gets ignored, and who gets labeled a problem. Employees whispered support privately but stayed silent publicly, fearful of retaliation, job loss, or being seen as disloyal. This is workplace power imbalance in real time. And for customers who are low income, on foot, or using assistance programs like EBT, the stigma is even heavier. Mona heard comments stereotyping EBT users as thieves, reinforcing a narrative that punishes poverty instead of understanding it. When Mona sought help, she followed every step: emails, phone calls, documentation, case numbers, follow ups, receipts, timestamps, but the system responded with silence or minimization or attempts to close the case quickly without investigation, without accountability. This is how institutional avoidance works, not through dramatic corruption, but through slow, quiet non response. By the time she walked back into the store, months later, Mona wasn't just buying groceries. She was bracing herself, heart racing, shoulders tight, wondering if she'd be confronted again, wondering if she'd be humiliated again, wondering if she'd be safe. This is retail trauma, a real psychological impact created not by one moment, but by a pattern. Mona's story is not rare, it's not isolated, it's not just customer service. It's a window into how marginalized people navigate public spaces with caution, with documentation, and with fear of being misjudged, with fear of being punished for speaking up. And yet, Mona continues to advocate, not for punishment, but for accountability, professional standards, and dignity. If you've ever felt unseen, unheard, or mislabeled in a public place, this story is yours too. If you ever watched someone be treated unfairly and didn't know how to intervene, this story is yours too. If you've ever wondered why people say the system is broken, this story shows you how. Awareness is the first step, accountability is the second, and humanity is the goal. As always, I love you with the love of Christ, your sister in Agape, Maria Chung Willoughby.